Hi everyone, my name is Ladise Poro. Welcome to my very first video and tutorial for Microsoft Teams, specifically Teams Classroom. So as you can see, I am inside one of my classes and I made sure to not show anyone's names or anything that is private information. So what I want you to focus on is up here where you kind of have like your dashboard. It says general. I don't have any other channels because I didn't want to confuse the students. As you can see up here, there's files, there's class notebook, and there's assignments. So that is what I'm going to be talking about today. When you click on assignments, you will see all of the assignments that I have created so far. You can see that there's more that are past due. If I had any drafts, they would be right here, which I do not because I've already posted my assignments for this week. And then the ones that are graded are down here. There's only 2 that I ended up placing as fully graded. However, I stopped doing that since we are in distance learning and everything is different. I wanted them to have the opportunity to do makeup work as much as they wanted to or needed to. And I started getting into choice boards. So as you can see, this assignment was a PowerPoint, and they had a choice to choose either PowerPoint or writing a paragraph, or they had other options, but these are the 2 that were submitted through Teams assignments. And then this week, they also have another choice board. This time it's only 3 options, and the choice 2 and choice 3 are in assignments in Teams. So what I want to show you is how you can create documents and PowerPoints and even Excel sheets that you create and you edit on your own into a form that each student has a copy for themselves. And then once they fill it out and they turn it into you, it's just their version of the form that you created. So if that doesn't make any sense, I'm going to show you what I mean. First, I'm going to take you through the steps of creating such an assignment, and then I'll show you some examples that my students have already turned in. The first thing you do when you are here, you're going to see your assignments if you have any. If you're just getting started, you would see this button right here that says Create. So you're going to click on Create, and it'll pop up and say from existing, quiz, or assignment. So let's stick to assignment for now. This is going to be what it looks like. You're going to give your assignment a title. So new assignment is going to be the title, just for purposes of this video. Under the instructions, you're going to give your students whatever it is that you want them to do in this particular assignment. So we're going to start out with a Word document, which is probably one of the easiest ways to assign things to your students. So in this Word document, let's say that the instructions are to write a 5-sentence paragraph about your experience in quarantine. Just totally off the top of my head. You can write as much as you want in this space. As you can see, it can be as big or as small as you need it to be. Additionally, you can add a rubric if you have one or need to do one. I usually make it 4 points because I have a 4-point grading system. If you have a 100 point grading system, then you could put 100 points since that's what it would be out of. If you click Add Rubric, what will pop up, give it a second, it will allow you to upload your own rubric, or you could click New Rubric, and Teams will actually help you create the rubric for you. So this is very, very useful, especially if you assign a project. I think this is invaluable because you don't have to create several worksheets and print them all out and attach everything together. You can have everything there in Teams with the assignment. So that is really cool about rubrics. And then you could even choose how many classes you want to assign it to. So as you can see, I teach multiple different subjects. So sometimes I have to assign the same assignment to both of my law studies classes, while in another assignment, I will assign it to both of my speech and debate 1 classes. And then journalism and speech and debate 2 will just do their own thing. So that is a really cool thing. If you have multiple periods of the same subject, you can just do one assignment, template, all these steps, and then just assign it to every single class. So that is something that's very efficient. Next, you'll see here that it says all students. I have not played with this option yet, but I won't click it because I know that when you click it, it shows you a list of all students. So maybe if you want to assign something to a specific student only, that would be what you would use that control for. The next thing is the date that it's due. So if it's going to be due Friday, if it's the beginning of the week, then that's what you would move that to. You can make it due at the very end of the day. You can make it due on the weekend, whatever it is that you decide to do. And another option is that it says assignment will post immediately with late turn-ins allowed. So once you assign this assignment, it will post on the team's posts and show the student that this is a new assignment that has been added to assignments, and that's how they know that they can access it now. I've actually had students, tell me that they're ready to submit an assignment, and I forgot to post the assignment. I had it saved in drafts, so it's a really great way to check yourself to see, okay, did it post or not? Let me check the team's general post, and then you'll see if it's there or not. So let's get to the part that hopefully you're all here for. These are my instructions, at least for the purposes of this video. I'm going to control copy or command copy because I have a Mac, and I'm going to click on add resources. Now, let's say you want to create a Word document that also has instructions that are in a PDF. So instead of maybe you had a poster for an essay contest, or perhaps you got something off the internet that you want them to use for their writing assignment. You can attach from your device. You see right here where it says upload from this device. If you click that, you can attach anything from your computer, a PDF, a flyer, an image, whatever it is that you want to attach. Just be specific in the instructions that you want them to refer to that attachment for the assignment. Now, as you can see, you can attach a link, something from OneDrive since it is linked to our portal, something from the class notebook if you have that set up. But this is where I want to focus today. I want to focus on new file. Now, it gives you 3 options. It gives you the option of a Word document, PowerPoint presentation, or an Excel spreadsheet. For this example, I'd like to show you what you could do with Word. You click on the Word icon, and then you're going to title your document. Now, this title is what each student's document will be named. If they turn in this assignment, it will be titled the same thing that you put right here. It will just be under their name. So it won't change the file name at all. So for example, I'm going to put 5-4 because we are in the week of May the 4th. And I'm going to just put 5-4 assignment. Then you're going to click attach. So now your document is here. The next step is the whole reason that I am creating this video, okay? So notice how it says students can't edit. What you're going to do is you're going to click on these 3 dots and you're going to click on students edit their own copy. This ensures that every time the students open the assignment, they are able to edit the Word document and turn in their own version of the Word document. So I'm going to set up the Word document exactly how I want them to see it. For the grade level that I teach, my students need to be reminded multiple times of what to do and what the instructions are. So although I have the instructions in the assignment homepage, I am also going to copy the instructions into the Word document. So Notice how if I click on the Word document, nothing happens, okay? This is just showing you what the students will see when they click on the Word document. Then you're going to click on Edit the Word document, and you're going to want to choose Edit in Browser. That allows you to edit the document in Teams itself and not open a new window or get fancy with anything else. As you can see, what is opening up is a typical Word document. It has a little bit of a limited menu up here. It's similar to what you would see if you were using Word in OneDrive in a browser online. Not all of the bells and whistles of the actual desktop app. If that's something that you need, then definitely choose the Open an App option. However, just to keep everything more simple, I would advise that you open it within Teams. So I'm going to click Control V or Command V since I'm on a Mac, and I have my instructions that I copied previously. It says, write a 5-sentence paragraph about your experience in quarantine. Now let's say I want to make it a little bit fancier, right? I'm going to click Insert up here, and then I'm going to click Picture, and I'm going to click on Bing. So they're going to actually go into the Bing database and find a picture, okay? So I'm going to search quarantine. So this one looks pretty vibrant. I clicked on it, and it inserted the picture for me. And students can do this as well. They can add pictures if that's something that you need for them to do. It is just like a regular Word document. As you can see, all I'm doing is putting everything in the center. I am eliminating some of the space. Something that I also like to do is I like to click Shift and underscore all the way through underneath the image so they know where the instructions end and where their paragraph should begin. I also go and change the alignment back to the left so that when they begin typing, it types right here. You don't need to put name or anything like that because it will save the timestamp of when they turn it in or when they finish working on it, and it will save under their name. So now that you're finished editing the assignment that you want them to fill out, you're going to click Close. Notice that it says Saved up here. You're going to click Close. And now when you go back to your assignment, if you click on the assignment, this is what your students will see. They will see write a 5-sentence paragraph about your experience in quarantine, and then they will see a space underneath the image where they can write their paragraph. When you are finished and your template is ready, your assignment is ready, then you will click Assign. If you want to save it for the following week, then you can just click Save and it will save a draft in Drafts right here. I do not believe that there's a way to schedule an assignment to post automatically. So that is something that you're going to have to just do the Monday morning or the Sunday evening, the day before the new week for the new assignment, because I don't think that is an option yet. So that is it for creating a new assignment in Microsoft Teams and creating your own template for that assignment. If you want to see some of the ways that I've used this tool, then stay tuned and I will show you more examples. So I will use one of the graded assignments because it won't show any student names. So this is an international organizations writing assignment that my students had on the second week of distance learning. If you click on student view, it'll show you what the students see after you upload that assignment, after you assign it. It tells you the points possible. It can even read it for them. Immersive Reader is embedded into all Microsoft applications. So especially if you are an ELL teacher or you are teaching ELL students, this is something that you can point out to them in case they need any help with clarifying what they are reading. So here are the instructions and I have a reference material. So as you can see, this is additional material that can be added to your assignment. So it's kind of like the flyer of all the instructions. It tells them the races, format, and what they should be doing in their paragraph. And then they have the actual document. So for my very first Teams assignment, I did not recopy the directions or get fancy with the document because I did not know about that yet. But as I came to practice and learn and do more on Teams, now I'm able to provide you with a little bit more details and being more efficient with Teams assignments. That is one way that you can attach resource materials with your student work. Now I'm going to show you how you can do this with a PowerPoint. So I skipped to student view because I didn't want to show my students' names. As you can see, it says use this PowerPoint template, click the PowerPoint file below to complete a presentation showing a problem in your community. So I uploaded a PowerPoint presentation and then I created a template for my students. So the very first slide has the directions. So I click Edit, Presentation, Edit in Browser. I even spelled that out for them. This time I am learning to be very specific, very explicit with my directions online. As you can see, this was the third choice of the choice board for that week last week, so I made sure to put that into the name of the assignment. And then I created 3 additional slides for my students. So I told them that it would be titled Community Involvement. I told them to write their name, class subject, and period number, just as they would if they were creating a presentation in class that they were going to present in class. Then I had them provide a problem in their community, and I told them that if they hovered over these icons right here, they would actually allow them to insert images, insert videos, multiple things that they could insert right here just by clicking these buttons. They didn't even have to leave Teams to do this. So this is awesome resource. Then again, another similar slide with a solution. It was a very simple presentation just to get them started with this platform of doing PowerPoints in Teams. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to show the example of my students because there is an area, no matter how much I try to hide it, that shows their names. However, I can explain to you that when they go in and they start editing the PowerPoint, they change the template, they change the font, they add images, and they make it their own. And they have had no issues doing this for the ones that have chosen to do the PowerPoint. That's another thing, that this assignment was a choice. So students that chose it, I guess, were more savvy with PowerPoint and didn't have many issues with it. So that is all that I wanted to share with you today for Teams and assignments. As I continue to learn, I will continue to share with you what I'm learning. I've noticed that in this teacher technology community, there are not a lot of tutorials on Microsoft Teams. There is a lot of information for Google Classroom. However, our district does not work with Google or Google Classroom. So we are trying to make do with the resources that we have. So I hope that this helped. And if you have any questions, just leave me a comment below and I will get back to you. Also, if you have any questions on other things that you want to be able to do on Teams or any other ideas for these tip videos, then also let me know. Bye!